Well, good afternoon, my global issues scholars. It is good to see you. This is my weekly update. I hope you're all doing well. Things have been good here. I have no hair left. The mohawk is gone, but it's quite liberating. Anyway, I'm going to get right down to business. First and foremost, thank you so much for submitting your work on the Google Classroom, especially the population unit. I've gone through every one of your responses. I've left formative feedback and comments within your document. So please take a look at those, and I have something to say to each one of you in those comments. So check them out. Um, Other than that, just moving forward, I'm going to try to keep this video pretty quick. We just finished our intro to geopolitics. I've been reading your responses so far, and they're awesome. You guys are really you're rock stars in all this. Moving on, we're looking at conflict in the 21st century this week. It's a little heavier content. There's only 3 sections, so it's a little shorter than last week. The first section, we're just looking at the nature of conflict, soft power versus hard power. The second one, the causes of conflict. And of course, there's lots of different causes. There's a checkpoint question there. And then the third section is the cost of conflict. And then there's a checkpoint there. When you guys are done, if you could just submit it on the classroom, just as you have been doing by midnight on Friday the 24th, that would be ideal. If you need extra time, that's no problem. Just whenever you can get it in. I know a lot of you guys have other things going on in your lives. It's laid out pretty much the same way. You'll notice what's different this week is the checkpoint slides are a different color. So I put those in green. That just makes it a little easier when I'm reading through them to know where your responses are. So that's why they're green. The first 2 sections are pretty straightforward. The third section, the cost of conflict, I just want to talk about this very briefly. There is one slide here that kind of overlays the different costs of conflict, but there's also a few videos. And this is where my viewer discretion is advised message comes in. So there's going to be 3 videos. They have scenes of violence and war. If you don't feel comfortable watching them with this sort of content, please, by all means, skip them. You do not have to watch these videos. The checkpoint question for this section allows you to complete it, whether or not you watch the following 3 short films. The first one is a Lord of War trailer starring Nicolas Cage. He's an arms dealer. This is based on a true story, and I just have the 2-minute trailer here. The next one is a short film based on the song Cover Me Up, originally by Jason Isbell. It's been covered by many different artists. Morgan Wallen covered this one. And this profiles the story of a U.S. soldier who has just returned from conflict overseas. And then the third one, it's a second-a-day video. It's about 2 minutes, and it profiles a little girl living in Syria during the conflict in Syria, which eventually led to all those Syrian refugees. And remember some of those guys from Salam Neighbor. The checkpoint question, there's 2 questions. You can only answer one. So whether you watch the videos or not, there's a question for you that you could answer for the checkpoint. Final checkpoint, just let me know how things went this week, if anything stuck out for you, and any suggestions as we move forward with more online lessons. And once again, when you finish, just submit the show on the Google Classroom, and I look forward to reading all of them and giving you all individualized feedback on the work you've been doing. Once again, thank you so much for all the work you've been doing. I hope you're staying well. I hope you're not driving your parents nuts and helping out around the house as well. Other than that, shoot me an email if you have any questions, or even if you just want to say hi. That would be awesome too. Other than that, good luck this week, and I'll be in touch with you later on in the week. Okay.